There's something about the sound of PSP Audioware compressors. Their new Impressor certainly impresses. I would describe the sound as silky or smooth, maybe even analog. The PSP Impressor is the follow-up to the olden Goldie Mixpressor plugin and has improved on every level. It's a completely different type of compressor in comparison with, for instance, the Adapter Sculpt. Impressor does not throw in everything plus the kitchen sink, but offers you a set of functions to get you quickly from A to B, but also gives you the hands-on control you might want. The best example for that is in the attack and release dials. You have 4 auto attack and auto release settings which adapt to the incoming audio. So that's for your quick and easy control. But if you turn further, you will get manual control. A simple but effective touch. The compressor itself is based on auto settings as well. So you don't really set threshold ratio and compressor knee, but you have these 2 dials to work with. Compress sets the amount of compression, to the right is more. And the shape sets ratios and that knee. To the right makes it more extreme and sharper. You need to play with both to find the best settings. And this actually works really intuitive. There are more goodies here in the Sidechain section, which offers 3 types of sidechain filter. You have the well-known high pass, a bell type, this will turn the compressor into a de-esser when you want, and this one, which is a filter to make sure you get a more natural type of compressing. Another highlight for me is the simple but effective sidechain slider. With this you can blend an external sidechain source with the internal sidechain filter to get a very flexible sidechain for your compressor. Now back to the sound of the plugin. You can actually see that Impressor has a sound in Plugin Doctor. Here in Plugin Doctor, if I have the processing of the plugin in bypass, you see the 1 kHz test tone and the harmonics happening. And when I enable processing, these harmonics increase even more, along with some obvious noise. Let me do it again and watch the 1 kHz test tone. Without processing. With processing. The 1 kHz tone doesn't really change, but the harmonics increase quite a bit. Now to compare with a plugin which doesn't do any sound processing, here are no harmonics whatsoever. So you can see that Impressor adds something to the sound, and increased harmonics in general will sound richer, fuller and smoother. Think of, for instance, of transformers in hardware. They have the same qualities. PSP Audioware usually is about having 0 latency plugins. The Impressor abandons that. It has 10.8 milliseconds of latency. That pushes it in regards of using it in real time. I personally wouldn't use it during tracking. Now the reason there is latency is because of the FAT setting, which is all about oversampling. Disengaged is 4 times oversampling and engaged is a whopping 16 times oversampling. That will eradicate any form of aliasing for sure. Now I have used the compressor on every track of this funk loop. Let me disable them all. and enable them all. You hear that increase of compression, but also the improvement in sound. When you are on the lookout for a very intuitive, good sounding compressor, I warmly recommend Impressor. Get it by using the link in the description below. Now the adapter sculpt is the complete opposite and will give you everything you need and more in dynamics. Watch it by clicking on the video which is displayed on screen or use the link in the description.